Hello, how are you? This is Calvin X. I hope this video finds you in good health, in good spirits, and in an awesome state of peace. The sharing of minds is a beautiful thing. I went to Philly yesterday to do just that with my man Kevin. I want to thank you again, young bro, for your time. I appreciate you sitting with me. And without further ado, let's go. Yo, this is Brother X, Calvin X. I'm here with my man Kevin from Philly. Thanks a lot for sitting with me, brother.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're gonna jump straight into it too, baby.
All righty.
All right. Do you think today's black women feel entitled of a man's resources upon meeting him, despite not having gone through the process of getting to know one another, and more importantly, not having went through any hardships or struggles together? If your answer is yes, from a black man's perspective, how do you think black women got so full of themselves?
Wow, that's a loaded question.
Yes, sir.
I believe yes. The dating scene is changed over the years. I think that nobody has really groomed the men or talked to the women and groomed them on how a dating process should go. Like, you watch a lot of social media and the women want to go to Steak 48 or Morton's or Eddie V's for a first date, which I think is out of pocket.
Oh, it is out of pocket. So is your argument that men are not presenting manhood in the sense of allowing themselves to be played in this way? Is that your argument?
No, my argument is I think they want too much on a first date.
There's a reason for that, though. Why do you think they want so much? Why do you think they feel entitled?
Society.
You blame society?
I think society is the reason. You got all these different platforms. You got social media. You got music videos.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. Do you think women are responders? And I ask this question in this sense. Do you think women respond to what men project in character?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So if a man projects the mindset of a simpleton, how do you expect women to treat him?
Like a simpleton.
Exactly. So if a man defines himself with his money, isn't that how he's going to play the game? In terms of getting a woman's attention and keeping it.
Right.
He gonna lead with his wallet, am I correct?
If that's how, see, you have players, you have ballers, and you have max. You understand?
Okay.
Now, the player, he running around trying to play the game, trying to do what he can do. Get where he can get in, get where he can fit in.
Mm-hmm. Whose rules is he following?
He's following the rules of the player rules. Like, I'm just trying to get in where I fit in.
I see. So he set no rules for himself?
No rules.
Okay.
The number one goal is to what?
Ass.
GTD. Get the draws.
Okay.
Right?
Yes. All right.
Now, the Mac, he going to sit back and he going to try to finesse the woman. He going to try to use her resources to benefit his behalf. And the ballers, that's who we're talking about. Mm-hmm. So if you come off and you present yourself as a baller because you drinking $150 shots and you out at the club and you trying to impress, if that's the facade you're showing, that's what they're going to go with. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm saying you out, you could be at a club, you could be at a supermarket, you could be at a corner store and you see a young lady and you say, hey, what's up? How you doing? Basic conversation. Mm-hmm. And, oh, look, I want to take you out. Would you be inclined to go out to dinner, lunch, whatever it is? And then she says, well, yeah, I want to go to this restaurant and Steak 48, and they never been there.
Okay. So once a woman start dictating the date, is there not a problem with that?
Absolutely.
Okay. I'm going to use me as an example, all right? If I encounter a female for the first time, I make the proper introduction and sound like a man that got some sense. Right away, I'll display one thing, maybe some intelligence, perhaps some character. She could pick up, women are very intuitive, they can pick up on things. As long as I'm not talking about what I can do for her, and I keep the conversation simply on the getting to know process, right. Asking questions about what do you do for a living, that sort of thing. When women start asking, and then when a date comes, I said, well, let's take a walk in the park. if the weather's beautiful, how about we, first day we just did, and I'll bring a couple something to drink so you and I can sip on some, and we just sit there and talk.
Right.
Once she says, "Oh, well, that's not good enough for me. If a man is going to take me out, he needs to." That's where I'm not just speaking to no other man. I'm just talking, that at that point is where I lose interest.
Absolutely.
Because I don't owe the woman nothing
At all.
I'm just trying to get to know you. So the question being, when a man meets a woman for the first time, how in the hell do women feel entitled from something from a man they do not know? Would not be out of place if I walked up to a woman I don't know and say, "Listen, sweetheart, you're gorgeous. Can we go across the street to Motel 6? Let me break your ass in two?" I'm out of pocket. I'm completely disrespectful.
Not all the time.
But in my mind, I feel entitled, like I could come out my mouth like that.
But guess what?
You say not all the time. That depends on the female talking.
That's right. You could say that to 10 different women, and 3 of them might say,
I make a different response.
They gonna give you their price tag.
But that's not a woman. That's a prostitute.
Because they know how
that's a prostitute.
The problem is, a lot of times they treat it like a game and not life. And that's what I think the issue is.
Okay.
They treat it like a game. Like everybody is so busy trying to one up the next person. Mm-hmm. No, if I want to take you out, okay, listen, let's go to Applebee's. It's gonna be inexpensive. We can sit down and have a conversation. Hell, I might say, meet me at the Dunkin' Donuts for breakfast. Mm-hmm. We can sit down, we can have a croissant and a cup of coffee, because this whole process is for us getting to know each other.
Agreed.
Because the first thing that you notice when you meet somebody is the exterior. So you're attracted to the way they look. Mm-hmm. Then the next step is their intelligence. I'm only going to find out where your head is by having a conversation with you.
Right.
Some people can't have an intelligent conversation with you.
And I agree, but I don't think it even gets that far because of the materialistic, superficial women, the opportunistic women that are out there. Black women right now are statistically the least to get married. There's a reason for that. I do hold black men accountable.
Right.
Because how you play the game is how you got to finish it. If you're going to lead with your wallet, that's you now. That's how you've been stabbed.
Well, I don't think it's one reason. I think it's many reasons.
Okay, we can go another route. We got too many women raising men.
Yeah.
A woman can't teach a man manhood. And we got generations of that.
At all. Just like a man can't teach a daughter how to be a woman.
You already know. So women and men, we have our lane when it comes to raising these kids. However, if we want soldiers, and quite frankly, I think what's missing in the black community is men. We need men building, brother.
Absolutely, I agree.
Particularly in our interaction with the black female. She has lost her way, but it's not up to us to help her find it. That's her job. Our job is to be men so that she has something to aspire to. Look, if all we're going to be is suckers and lean with our wallets and pay our way into a woman's life, we have now created the mindset, not so much the livelihood, but the mindset of a prostitute. A woman can think like a prostitute and not be one. It's all about the moves you make.
Right.
All right. So if a woman looks at me and all she sees is an ATM machine, a paycheck, a financial means to an end, she has dehumanized me. I am no longer a human being. And that I have zero respect for.
And guess what? If that's how they're looking at you, there's probably no respect for you there.
Agreed.
Because then it becomes what we call, or what I call, a transactional relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And some will argue, okay, when you say transactional, okay, that means I'm going to take care of the finances if you take care of me physically. Or it could mean transactional. You're going to wash the dishes, you're going to take care of the children. I mean, if it gets to that point, and I'm going to do the man thing, so when your car need gas, I'm gonna take care of that. Trash need to be taken out, I'm gonna take care of that.
Now, which levels? Because it stages this. So at which point
do
you start paying for gas and taking out the trash? You feel me?
So let's go back to the beginning.
Okay.
We got to get through the dating process.
It is.
So if we're going to address the issues with the dating process, there needs to be a handbook that both parties need to read. Like, if a young man come to me and say, listen, I want to take a young lady out, what should I do? Some of the pointers I would give is what you just said, Brother Calvin. If she's saying she want to go here, or she got all these expectations, you turn and run for the hills. Because you already know that's not the one for you.
Agreed.
right?
Agreed.
Now, it's nothing wrong. You say, yo, I want to take you out, but I don't want you to feel obligated for or to do anything, and I don't want to feel pressured for or to do anything. So let's just go hang out as friends. You pay your way, I pay my way. There's nothing.
You mean for a first date?
Yeah, we're going Dutch. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, it isn't. A lot of women might be turned off by it though. For the first date. For the first date.
So that all comes in with the negotiation of the dating process.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not comfortable with that. I was raised, and my dad taught me that if you asking me out, then you should pay. Okay, fine. So now you're giving me the opportunity to do what I'm supposed to do, which is lead. So when I say, okay, fine, we're going to go to Dave and Buster's, we're going to hang out, play some games, watch some sports, or we're going to go to Applebee's. The levels, you don't start off going to Steak 48 and Eddie V.
Absolutely not.
No, you start off is levels. So you're going to start off.
Absolutely.
We're going to be at Dunkin' Donuts. We're going to be at Applebee's, Chili's.
Yeah. For me, walk in the park. So I feel you.
Exactly.
But the problem with a lot of sisters, and I hope y'all listening, is that they have unrealistic expectations of men, and in that they have been catered to too damn much.
Right.
Black women have put themselves now in a position where what has happened, and shit is bad out here, bro. What has happened is I'm going to ask you if you heard this term before. They put the dating apparatus in this position where black men have been called now passport brothers. Have you heard of that before?
No, I heard the term Sims.
Simps or Sims?
Simps.
Well, Simps.
Simps.
Got
Yeah.
you. All right, let me explain passport brothers, at least from what it was how it was explained to me. Brothers have got to the point now, they are going overseas to impoverished country, Dominican Republic, there's some other places in the Asian community. They've been going overseas to spend money on beautiful prostitutes. These women are poor, but they look good.
Yeah.
And they're spending money to go overseas to have sex with them, to which I find to be asinine. But then they come back to the States to brag about the women they encounter. And here is where I take issue with the foolery.
Right.
There is no bragging rights in having sex with a prostitute.
At all.
Because any man's money can get that.
Absolutely.
All right. Talk to me about the female that you wooed by finesse and character. Mouthpiece.
Absolutely.
Now you can talk. Now you're gonna reach me.
Yeah.
now you got my ear. But prostitutes come a dime a dozen. Anytime a woman got a price on her ass, let's call that what it is. A prostitute. Okay. And that takes them completely out of marriage contingency. For a smart man, anyway.
100%.
All right. What has happened now, man, with brothers, and there's some good men out there, man, you know, and I know quite a few. What's happening now out there, every time hello come out their mouth, this chick thinks she's entitled to some shit. Bill paid, hair and nails, expensive restaurants, wine and dine, and for what? For what? And the sad part is black men are doing it. And that's why I want to sit down with you, young bro, because I want to address the mental state of the brothers. Because once the brothers get their minds together, black women ain't got no choice but to follow suit.
No choice.
They have no choice. If they want to fuck with us, this is the program.
I agree.
But you got to set a standard.
Right. So we have to teach them. They're not being taught properly.
There it is.
So that's why I said we need a handbook. We need to show these young brothers this is how you do it.
Mm-hmm.
I have daughters myself. So it's like I take them out. I show them how they're supposed to be treated. So they have an expectation. But it's not an unrealistic expectation. Right? When I was married, same deal. When we dated, we went out, we had fun. And then we get to the next level. Okay, so now it's like, oh, it's her birthday. We've been together for 6 months now. I'm going to take her to Engine 46 was the place to be back then.
Okay.
Right? So we go to Engine 46. Oh, order your steak. I don't even eat steak. Oh, that's probably because somebody been cooking it wrong. I'll order it for you. Well, lo and behold, now you love steak.
Got you.
So then you progress. There is no progression. Everybody seems to be out to get what they want.
Agreed. Men too, because it's gotten to the point now. A man doesn't have to be very intelligent to realize he's in the presence of a paper chasing gold digger.
Right.
You don't have to. But what men do, a lot of men, I certainly don't want to put all men in this box. But what a lot of men do is go, oh, you're that type of chick? No problem. I'm gonna wine and dine you. I'm gonna play by your rule book so I can get that pussy.
Right.
And once I get it enough and it's boring to me, my job is accomplished. See you later and thank you very much. He's gone.
Absolutely.
What's the end result? We got over 75% of black women, at least over 25, between 25 and going about 42, with 2 or 3 kids at best,
Yeah.
that are single.
Yeah.
No man to show for it. Are we to really think that in 30 years, in 25 years of their life, they haven't met one decent dude?
No, that's not.
Are we supposed to be that damn stupid?
No.
All right. So what black women tend to do is shit on the good dude, but play the game with the foul motherfucker because he got the glitz and the glamour.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like what the elders told, everything that shit, glitter ain't gold, or word is bond. So what the black women put themselves in this trick bag where they fuck with the undesirables, get pregnant, thinking in the I don't know who taught black women. They think by having a baby is gonna change a brother. I don't know where they got that from. And I wish to hell whoever put it out there, they need their ass whooped.
I hear you.
But when a single brother with no kids come around and he got his shit halfway together and he run up on a sister with 2 kids and no man, he's not gonna be encouraged to dive in. You see. That's not all men.
I wouldn't encourage my son to dive in.
Right.
Why?
Right. Because a man want to make a family, not join one.
Yeah, that's too much mad.
There's too much going on over there, brother. And top that on top of the fact that she has developed this attitude that you got to play by my rules to get down with me. If you ain't whining and dining, help me with these kids, paying these bills, fuck you. That's a lot of the shit a lot of these women are on.
And I'm gonna say this. As women, sometimes, yes, they put themselves in certain situations, and then they're forced to go into a survival mode. And a lot of times, that's what I think that is. It turns into a survival mode. So it's like, oh, you coming over here, you trying to be a knight in shining armor, but are you a wolf in sheep's clothing? But the problem is the mistake that they make. They don't give themselves enough time to figure out who is who, right? So if you give yourself enough time to know a person, right? Like, you never know who a friend is until something happens.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And then, you have that one bad fight, and then it's like, wow, I thought we was better than that. And you don't really find out if you better than that until somebody pick up the phone and say, hey, brother, we need to have a conversation, right? That's when you find out who your friends is.
Agreed.
Or something tragic happened, and then you see who in your corner, who not in your corner.
Or when you need something.
So it's the same thing.
Yeah.
When you dating women, I'm trying to get to know you, but if you got an ulterior motive, oh, I need my bill paid. Okay, I see what type of time you want. So now in my mind, if all I want is the draws, like you say, I'm gonna jump through the hoops. I'm gonna play nicely.
So you will play that game.
Then when I get what I want, I'm too old to play that game.
Okay.
But back in the day, it's like, you want it up.
But you do realize, even when you was younger,
Yeah.
by doing that, you're creating a monster.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because she's gonna,
but
that resent. You feel me? Like,
but you don't feel that way because as back in the day, it's like that monster's already created.
you think?
Yeah, I'm coming into the situation. You already got your mindset. Whatever emotional dysfunction you have,
You make a good point. Yeah.
is why you're acting the way you act.
Agreed. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So now I become reactive to the trauma you may have suffered. So now it's one of two things. Either I'm going to try to help you, and then that becomes exhausting because now I'm trying to prove I'm not like your other kids' baby dad.
Yeah. I disapprove of the Captain Save a Whole mentality.
Yeah.
Because what you can't save a sinking ship.
You can't.
Some women are already hell bent in the mindset and the direction they're going. It's not, as a man, our job to change that boat. Let it go where the fuck it's going.
Well, the thing about
it is, because we got our own shit. We got our own shit on our shoulders, brother. As a black man in America.
What I think one of the biggest things is women go through trauma.
Men do too, fam.
Right. But what I'm saying is, we think enough about ourselves to say time out. And we go sit in the corner. And then most times, we get ourselves the opportunity to heal. Women don't really get themselves that opportunity. So when you don't heal, you're bringing all of that. You hear that term, you're bringing the old baggage into this new situation.
Agreed, but men do that too.
Yeah, but the cases are different. I'm sure if we did the statistics on it, it'd be far more greater than women than
probably
men.
probably because women are more emotional. But there's a lot of men out there that don't introspect and check themselves before they move on to different relationships with women.
Right.
They carry their fucked up ass baggage and luggage, and just put it in the lap of another innocent female. Men and women do it to each other
all the time.
I certainly don't want to be gender biased in that argument.
Right.
But the one thing that my personal opinion, that murders a relationship from hello is when a man is trying to present himself and a woman, all she sees is an ATM machine.
Yeah.
From that moment, the relationship is done.
Right, but if you wanna fix the process, why does she feel that way? So it comes back down to whatever trauma she been through.
You say it's trauma. I say it's adaptation. If you meet enough suckers,
I say it's survival mode.
Well, okay.
They're forced into a survival mode.
Well, okay, but I thought you meant by survival mode that she doesn't know who to trust.
What I'm saying is,
you know what I mean?
She meets somebody.
Expound on that,
right? Okay, so you got a young lady, no children. Meet a young man. He present himself a certain way, right? He's selling, she buying. She gets knocked up. Somewhere along the line, whatever happened, whether it's finances or emotions, they break up.
Okay.
Now he's scorned, he go about his business. She's scorned, but now she's stuck dealing with the child.
Right. So they had a relationship.
Right.
They weren't married.
Right.
But they procreated.
Right.
Okay.
So now, you meet Joe number 2 that come along, and he like, oh well, she got a kid. She's really nice. She's this. She's that. And now, whether he know it or not, whatever he dealt with, he might be bringing along. And now you're dealing with what you brought to this, and then you're dealing with whatever she went through with the last guy. Because whether you want to admit it or not, you're constantly being compared to what that person did or didn't. Especially because men, we're creatures of habit. So any little incident where behavior is mimicked, oh, he just like the last one.
Right.
So now that clicks into that survival mode. Oh, I can't trust him. I got to do what I got to do.
So what if that new relationship failed and she got a baby by this dude? The cycle continues.
There you go.
Okay.
So how does it stop? Well, one would argue she has to heal emotionally.
So does the man, though.
Right. But if as a man, if you come in, let's say you're a man, I'm dealing with a lot of baggage. I come in, I meet a woman, she got a lot of baggage. So we're both bringing baggage to the relationship. So now we have to respect that you got stuff, I got stuff. Your stuff has nothing to do with me. My stuff had nothing to do with you.
Exactly.
But guess what? You did not give yourself time to heal. I didn't give myself time to heal. Let's heal each other.
I disagree with that. The reason I disagree is because the healing process is supposed to take place before the dating process.
Right.
You can't go into something clean when you're wounded.
But the thing about it is, sometimes, and on both parts, you need somebody else to come in to show you it's okay.
Learning and healing ain't the same thing.
If you got walls up because of an experience you had, or 2 experiences, or 4 or 5, whatever, you got this wall up. So now when the next person come along, you're not really receptive because this wall is up. So now, whether it's the woman that got to do the work or the man that got to do work, somebody got to break these barriers down.
I see your point.
So your healing comes from this is my wall, and as we progress in this dating, we become more and more comfortable with each other. We open up more and more, right? So it gets to a point to where Okay, I might trust her a little bit. Okay, she might trust me a little bit. So over the process, over time, it becomes the walls get lowered and lowered to where it's like, hey, we're here. But what happens a lot of times is something happens, a behavior that mimics something else, and then you might have got that wall here, you back to square one. Wall goes back
so
up.
we back to my earlier point.
Right.
Heal. See, because I have an issue with the walls.
Right.
See. The walls are there because the healing has not taken place.
But that's not true, because I'm gonna give you an example. If I say put your hands on your lap and close your eyes, and I pop your face, right? You close your eyes because you trusted me, right? So then I say, all right, bro, I'm not gonna do it again. Put your hands on your legs and close your eyes. I'm not gonna hit you, I promise. you might believe me, right? And you might do it again.
Right.
But you gonna squint, you gonna peek. Whack. So if that happens again, now somebody else come along and say, hey Cal, I got this game I want to show you. Put your hands on your leg and close your. What you gonna say?
Go fuck yourself.
Exactly. But that person is not me.
Gotcha.
That's a new person.
Agreed. But I have to stand firm on the fact that the time period between one relationship and the next is meant for self-analysis.
But what is the time period?
I'm sorry?
What is the time period?
Yo, I don't know. Who
exactly.
Knows? Who knows?
It varies.
Yes, but I'm saying that space and time should be working on self.
Right.
So that shit that fucked you up in the last relationship does not hinder what you meet in the future.
But the point I'm making is, do we really 100% truly heal?
And that's, you mean do we truly heal?
Do we truly heal 100%?
Oh, well, brother, if you don't heal, that means the person prior still has control over you.
This is my thing. So I popped you twice. Now a new person come, and your first response was what? A survival response. Go fuck yourself. That's a survival response, right?
Well, yes, but I allowed it to happen 2 times according to your descriptive.
That's correct.
You know
but now this is a whole new person.
To which I would never allow it to happen twice.
Right, but I'm just saying, this is a whole new person. They're coming along, and then your first response.
I see where you're going.
Exactly.
I want to give all new people I encounter a clean slate.
Right.
Because they ain't got nothing to do with what this asshole did back then.
So then you open yourself up.
No.
That wall.
No, sir. I'm going to take what I've learned from that relationship into the next. You see. But I'm not going to blame the new person for what the old person did.
But what I'm saying is, if the new person say, yo, put your hands out.
We're not playing that game.
Right, but
no. If they say, no, we're not playing. What about? We're not going there.
It's a new person.
I could care less. We ain't going there. I did that one time. This asshole got popped. It ain't gonna happen again.
How many?
What other games you got?
But this is the thing. How many people actually do that?
Well, I mean, if you don't learn from being burned, I question your level of intelligence.
So this is the thing. So suppose the next person come along, and it's, yo, I'm gonna pull your chair out for you. Have a seat, right? And then when you go to sit down, I yank the chair from under you.
And your point.
This guy was a slapper, right? I let my walls down. I got slapped twice. Now I'm with a new joker. I'm starting off with a clean slate, and they're not coming with the slap game. Now you pulling the chair from under me.
Well,
so now you have 2 different things that have cautioned you to whatever else is coming.
Yeah, but you're talking trust issues, basically. When you boil that down,
that's what it comes down
common
to.
Denominator.
That's what it comes down to.
But
there's a lack of trust.
Trust issues and feeling entitled to shit, dehumanizing a man and expecting him to do more than he should, and he don't know you, that's 2 different conversations.
Going back to that,
I would argue that trust issues are far easier to deal with than a chick that think I need to buy a car and I don't even know her last name. That's extreme. That's extreme, but I'm just trying to make a point.
Right.
You know what I mean? When chicks think that they owe something, that's immediate turn off from go. Right. I'm gone, and any smart other dude gone. Unless he wants some ass, then he's gonna play the role and get it in there. I think that's harmful too, but that's another conversation.
Right.
But the trusting issue is another monster. And quite frankly, I would rather, if I had a choice, I don't want to deal with either one, quite frankly,
Right.
but if I had a choice, I would rather deal with the trusting issues because I can break that, I can change that.
Right.
You know? An entitled female, a lot of that is deeply embedded because they come from moms with that same bullshit. Their girlfriends,
Right.
the same bullshit.
Nobody taught them.
Nobody taught them, and they never had, not all black women, but a lot of black women have never had that father figure in the home so they can develop that warm demeanor with him.
Right.
See what a man represents when he go out there in the world and break his ass so that y'all got lights and food in the crib. That level of responsibility in a man.
Right.
Let's say he was a strict disciplinarian with the kids. He didn't take no nonsense. That type of strength. A lot of black women, at least I don't know how many generations. My math is ill on that one. But we got generations of that dysfunctionality in our community. And today we're looking at the aftermath. And we got grown-ass men, 30s, 40s, and 50s, that don't know how to represent manhood in the presence of a female. The first thing is, what can I do? How much can I spend to get that pussy?
The only way you're going to change the game.
If you think like that, you have created in a woman the mind of a prostitute. The thinking process.
Right.
Go ahead, bro. I'm sorry.
Well, like anything else, you got to break the cycle. So
Yes.
the question is, how do you break the cycle?
I blame men. I hold them accountable.
Right. So if a woman, for example, woman meets a man, he got several kids with several different women. Oh, no, I don't even see them kids. I don't be bothered with them kids.
Right.
Then guess what? Don't give them the time of day.
Wow.
Now, if that happens 6, 7, 8 times, you're gonna make him check himself. Like, yo, I can't get no play. I gotta get my act together.
You mean after having all them kids you done made on the streets?
Hey, if you got 3 or 4, we can get hurt too. It can happen that way. I thought I was in a good relationship and I got screwed over. I thought I was in a good relationship. I got screwed over. So it happens both ways.
It does.
So we got to stop traumatizing each other. But then we have to have somebody like ourselves they need mentors. They need somebody to teach them. I see young cats in the street cussing and carrying on, right? Nowadays, I'm hesitant, like, should I say something? But the man in me, I have to say something. So it's like, yo, come here, let me talk to you for a second.
Yes, sir, you should say something.
And I gotta check them.
Right.
But if they were never checked, then they don't know what they're doing is wrong.
Yes, sir, I agree.
Right? So now once I check you, they might become aware the next time they want to be cussing and carrying on that it's somebody grandmom over there, somebody mom over there, somebody little sister, little kids over there.
Yeah.
But so we have to change that behavior through correction.
Agreed.
Now they're all not going to be receptive to that.
Well, to your point, I've done my share of checking young bloods. Some of it went okay and some of it did not.
Right.
But it's not about the success or the failure, it's about the reach.
Right, absolutely.
Because as long as you reach one, you can teach one. You change the dynamic of the conversation with illegitimate pregnancies. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm going to go there for a second. We got too much of that. See, sex used to be fun. And I'm talking about just casual sex.
Yeah.
Emotion free.
Right.
Because you don't have to love somebody to fuck them.
At all.
All right. Too many men now are turning casual sex into something far too serious. Once you spit in a female, you have put yourself in a very vicarious position.
Right.
Because you don't know how many brothers, a plethora, that I have talked to whining about child support. And I listen to them. I give them my ear, man. But at the end of the conversation, I say, brother, now tell me about the part you played in this. Because if you're paying child support for 3 kids,
Yeah.
for 3 different females, and you're not in a relationship with neither one of them, brother, I need to hear about the part where you put yourself in that tragedy. Because I always tell brothers this, when you about to lay down with a chick, please take your brain with you.
Right.
Because even when you fucking, you got to think. Because that can be costly.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? I know that sounds crazy, but that's just the reality
that's the reality
of the situation.
Absolutely.
Because if you get a chick pregnant, whether you like her or not, whether you want to deal with her, once she has a child, you are now stuck with her for a lifetime. Because now y'all share a life.
Absolutely.
If in fact you're a responsible man and you're going to do right by your child. There's some cats out there running. They don't want the responsibility, and that's why our community is fucked up the way it is. Illegitimate kids have a belly full of hate.
Right.
Rejection gives you, I was an ex-correction officer, brother. I know, I've seen it. The neglect of a parent, what it develops as it reaches adulthood. A fucking monster, bro.
Absolutely. I agree.
He don't give a fuck about shit. He'll take a life at the blink of an eye, and that is the worst person to be around. Someone that has nothing to lose.
Yeah.
And I argue that illegitimate pregnancy is a reason for some of that, not all of it.
Right.
Just a part. Shoot your load.
Well, the thing about it is, that can happen on both ways. First of all, if you want to go back to the beginning, let's stop having all this premarital sex.
Stop? Good luck with that.
Yeah, exactly.
This motherfucker's fucking out.
That's not going to happen.
No.
Right. So, as men and women, we got to better protect ourselves.
Yeah.
We got to better protect ourselves.
Yeah.
Like you said, when you lay down, take your brain with you.
Agreed.
Right?
Yes.
But both parties are equally responsible.
Agreed. Women are responsible in this too. You don't love the guy or don't know enough about him to love him, but you're ready to fuck him. I ain't even gonna fault you for that. We all like sex.
But that's why they go into the DR and just paying how they weigh. And
Who, men or women?
Whoever. That's why they going, paying how they weigh. Keep it transactional. You don't gotta worry about
But women are the only one walk away with a baby.
You don't
Men
gotta worry
don't.
about that.
Women are the ones walk away with a baby. Men don't.
And
Men can fuck 100 of them.
hey,
They don't get pregnant.
hey.
So there is a level of responsibility that is much more severe on the female side.
Right.
Because she the one left with the luggage.
So does that make them? Should they be more responsible?
I would have to argue yes, man. Because when you dabble in casual sex, if he don't want to wear the Jimmy Jam, she should have something already implanted where whatever go down, she ain't the one left burnt. You know what I mean?
So some situations, and I had a friend where, he was dating a young lady and it was, they was hanging out, having casual sex, and she had said something to me, and I said, bruh, her biological clock ticking, she looking to get knocked up. Don't play yourself, right? I forewarned him, and he didn't listen.
Okay.
He gave it a Frankie Beverly. You know what I mean? And now they have a kid, and they're not together. Okay. And it took, a long time for them to co-parent. So they got it together though.
Okay.
But I think that both parties need to do their part. Unless you're okay with all the drama that come with it. But in some cases, it's not always, just being reckless and, being king dang-a-lang slinging all around town.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're in a relationship, this is what both parties want, and because you don't want it no more, if it's the man that calls it off, now the woman's bitter, so what's her recourse to action? I'm going to hit him in his wallet. He could be a good dad.
Right.
And you still taking him through the ringer because you ass hurt.
A lot of that could be avoided, man. These brothers, stop spitting in them.
Yeah.
Stop.
Absolutely.
Get your pull-out game together.
Absolutely.
Man. You know what I mean? In the long run, you'll thank your boy for this one. I'm gonna close with something. I'm gonna talk about love for a second.
Yeah.
Because, not enough emphasis is put on love. Love does have a price. It is not monetary.
Right.
The cost of love is selflessness. To give of yourself without wanting anything in return. It breeds in someone to believe in you.
Right.
When you believe in somebody, you ain't going to help it. You're going to learn to love them. It's going to happen automatic. Why I know this? Because our parents invested in us and they wanted nothing from us.
Right.
They just did it out of pure love. So I know the power of it. I know how it get down and I know what it develops.
Absolutely.
Women, and a lot of brothers too, will never see that out of people. Once you introduce money into the interaction between male and female, money ain't got nothing to do with it.
Money's
What you own and don't own ain't got nothing to do with your potential to protect and respect a woman. And what a woman bring, her money, fuck that bullshit. Her big ass is said, I can care, fuck less.
Right.
Big ass coming dime a dozen.
You got that right.
How you make me feel when you're in my presence? Am I at peace when I'm around you? Can I trust you with my motherfucking life? Now I got reason to believe in you. That breeds love.
Absolutely.
And we got too much selfishness out here, brother. It's all about me.
Everybody for self.
A lot of people, fuck the world, it's about me.
And you know, I heard somebody say before, if my goal is to make sure you're okay, and your goal is to make sure I'm okay, then we gonna be okay.
You can't build off of nothing but that.
Hey.
When your lady come home, she wanna know she come home to a soldier, a man she can trust. He got her back even when she wrong. Still solid with you.
And you know what word always bothered me?
Talk to me, fam.
Compromise.
Yes.
Compromise.
Yes.
I tell you.
Yes.
Compromise.
Couldn't agree more.
That means,
Couldn't agree more.
to me, compromise means I'm going to lose today so I can win tomorrow.
Yeah.
But what happens if somebody don't respect the compromise?
Well, it depends on what we're compromising
Right.
on. And I'll use me again for an example. If I come into a developing relationship with old habits, that's consciously, I know they're wrong. Yeah. And I know I shouldn't be bringing them in this relationship. But I'm on some, I don't give a fuck, I'm going to do it my way. To not compromise on that makes me destructive to the union. It will never grow. I have no problem with that type of change. But the change I do have a problem with is principle change. Where my principles are set on this particular thing and a female want me to change it so she can have her way. That will never happen.
No.
You better off leaving me because I ain't on business.
Stand on business.
Word is bond.
Stand on business.
Yes, sir.
So, the thing about it with compromising relationships, if and it boils down to what you were saying about love. If, like you said, if you come into the relationship and you bring in some bull crap with you and you know it's wrong, but this is where you at, if she shows you she loves you and she puts you first, don't you think at some point in time, like I said, that wall you got built, it's going to come down.
Yes,
It's going to come down.
Yes.
And then you're going to reciprocate what she was giving to you.
I'm a great reciprocator.
So is that not us healing each other?
I'm
just saying. I'm just saying. You meet somebody that's willing to put you first, even though the last 1, 2, 3 didn't. So you here with it.
I would argue that the fact, no, let me hear your boy out. I would argue that the reason you were receptive to her warmth is because you're healed already. If you were not healed, you would question it.
I'm talking
you
about
would doubt it.
If you coming with the BS because you don't know yet. You don't know what you got yet.
Okay.
So you coming with the BS, with all your bad habits, with all your bullshit. Right?
Right.
And she say, I love you regardless. Right?
Okay.
Does that not click something in you to say, I know I'm on some bullshit. She loved me regardless with my bullshit. Damn it, I gotta do better for her. I gotta do better for myself.
That's change in behavior.
Oh,
you call it healing. I think that's just change in behavior.
Is that not? But why? If this is who you are.
If you didn't heal,
if this is who you are that way because you're unhealed.
But brother, if you didn't heal, you wouldn't change that behavior because you wouldn't give a fuck.
She's healing you is what I'm saying.
I don't know if I don't know.
You don't got it. Listen.
We may fundamentally disagree.
We'll let the people decide.
Yes, sir. Let the people decide.
We'll let the people decide.
I have no problem with that. But I just think a healable man or female is more of a receiver of warmth and kindness.
Got you.
Than someone that's wounded.
Okay.
I think a person that's wounded.
What if one person in the relationship, be it the man or the woman, is healed, and then they recognize that the other person is not healed.
Right,
so
right.
And that's a prime example.
Right.
So now they're showing you it's okay. It's okay.
That's a rare occurrence, fam.
It happens.
Yes, but it does happen. I just think the healed individual is going to be subject to so much toxicity and trauma from the unhealed
Right.
that the healed person is going to run out of energy and interest, and they're gone.
Or it could turn into something unbreakable.
Well, you're an optimist. Maybe you see
It
something.
could turn into something unbreakable.
Maybe you're an optimist. You see something I don't see. I do agree with you. Both parties come in equally with some fucked up shit. I agree with you on that.
So
you know what I mean?
Then you get with somebody who is equally as fucked up as you.
Yes, yes, and this is the part, to your point, where communication is golden. Yeah. Because you ought to be, as consenting grown ass adults, you ought to be able to sit down and say, look, I don't like this, what you do here, I don't like that about you right there. Right. And if the person really is down with you, really want to be with you, they will respect how you feel. Right. And make the proper adjustments.
But we know women, they don't generally work like that.
And that's why they in the fucking predicament.
But this is the thing. You know, even us as children growing up, how many times your parents warned you about something, scolded you about something, tried to teach you about something. You didn't heed the warning. You wasn't receptive to the teaching until you got old enough to understand. And then in most cases, we regurgitate the same thing to our own children. It's like, I'm turning into my dad. Like, what's going on?
Yes, we are all products of our upbringing.
Right.
They say the elders don't fall far from the tree. Right. And that's very true. What you've been exposed to by your parents can or cannot dictate how you do relationships in the future. It really depends on you. Right. What I witnessed in my parents, I made a conscious decision. I want to do things a little different. Right, right. And that was just me. Going forward, meeting women, I made a decision what type of man I'm going to be. Right. But I won't allow a woman's physical appearance, her sexual prowess, her money, if you will, anything to deter the human being I want to be. Because once I start compromising myself, right. Not only has she won, but I've lost me. And that's unacceptable, bro.
And then if you let it happen once,
it'll happen again.
It'll happen on another front. It'll happen on another front.
And this is where we're back to self-healing prior to getting into new relationships. Right. Knowledge of self. Find yourself. Because once you know who you are, now you know what fits you.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of trash men and women out there that don't belong in a relationship, let alone a marriage.
At all.
Shouldn't even be parents. They fucked up in this game. I'm just calling it out and see it, bro. Cold fucked up.
Unfortunate.
Yes, sir. But there are good people out there too. Yeah. Okay. And if you want love in this life with the opposite sex, start here. Right. Let it be born in you. Absolutely. Because what you exude from being at peace with yourself, it automatically through your energy, it shows in other people. See it, they recognize it, they feel it. Right. I dig you because of your strength and your warmth. From day one, I liked you. Day one, it was because there was something sincere about you. It just came out of you. I saw it, and I dig it.
Appreciate it.
Your word is your bond. Today is happening because you said it was going to happen. I didn't have to believe you. You could have just like the rest of it. Cal, never happened. But that's not how you get down. Right. So today, upped my respect for you. A man without his word ain't worth a fuck. A woman without her word ain't worth a damn either. Your word in this life is your bond. It's the stamp of your character. That's your ID card.
And we got to teach that to the younger generation.
But folk have lost it, fam. And we don't believe in each other no more, you see. The game's so fucked up now between prostitute and trick, damn, we can't even get to fucking character and principle. It's just fucked up. Cold fucked up.
Let me tell you what happened to me today.
Yes, sir.
I go to Dunkin' Donuts. I'm gonna get my little wake up wrap and my coffee. I roll up to the window. the young lady says, the lady in front of you paid for your stuff. I said, what? And I was taught something new. Play it forward. I said, play it forward. What's, oh, well, you know, this lady comes through and sometimes the next 2 or 3 cars, she'll pay for their order.
Was it a sister or white?
I don't know.
Okay, gotcha.
I couldn't tell you. But
Okay.
this is the thing. and the reason I'm using this example is because I wasn't obligated to do anything.
Yes, sir. That's
right?
Yes, sir.
But because of that gesture, I decided I was going to pay for the people behind me.
Okay.
So then the young lady, she was like, you know you don't have to do that. I said, I know. I said, but no matter how little, it's a blessing. And I want to pass that blessing on. But then I said, well, how much am I blessing the person behind me? I wanted to make sure it was affordable.
Got you.
Because they was in a SUV and I couldn't see if they had 5 kids back there.
Right.
But it was a lady getting her little coffee. Okay. So I paid for her little coffee. Right. And the thing about it is, it becomes infectious. So, like I say, well, like you said earlier, each one teach one. So all we got to do is show 1 or 2 people, and then let them be the mouthpiece. And if 1 or 2 people tell 1 or 2 people, then before you know it, we have a plethora of people that have an understanding.
That's what this is for.
Of how this shit goes.
That's what this is for.
Right.
Because I don't want your wisdom of mine to just belong to you and I.
Right, absolutely.
It's wasted on us that
Absolutely.
way. Spread it to the world. Let them determine how they're going to deal with it.
Now what's on my mind?
Talk to me, bro.
We were sitting around my fire pit. I was smoking a stogie. And you had said something to me. And I was saying, like, yeah, my clique is small. You know, I got the same friends I've been had and everything. And then you said, well, what are we? I said, we family. I said, we ain't been through shit yet. Remember that? I said, we ain't been through shit yet to get to that. Like, we got to, something got to happen in order for us to end up like, that's my boy, I fucks with him. Well, just like the day changed it for you, yeah, you're my boy.
I appreciate that,
bro. You're my boy.
Appreciate that.
You feel me?
Yes, sir.
And what I tell you, you ever call me?
I already know.
Make sure it's level 10. I don't go level 2.
Nothing but love.
Level 10.
I already know. In fact, we get to 10. I already know. Because I know where you're going, bro. Hurry up. Look, I'm going to close out. You good? Anything you want to add?
Oh, no, we good. Okay. Till the next episode.
Till the next one, man. We're going to do another one.
All right, absolutely.
Brothers and sisters, my man Kevin, we in Philly doing it. Man, I love this conversation. I love this brother. And until next time, y'all be good. Peace and blessings. One, we out.
Appreciate it.